Hey everyone. So following on from what I did earlier, so I've now designed all of the cups and the money boxes that I wanted to do for family, and it's just making sure that everything goes right. So they are all small designs. I've purposely done that so there's less margin for error, and that means I can use them for both cups and money boxes, because money boxes can go all the way around where cups can only go towards the handle, and even then you can't really go fully towards the handle because you can never get enough heat there, so it just ends up going wrong. So first things first, I need to bring the designs up. I need to transfer them to, I usually put it to Adobe Photoshop or Lightroom just to sort of change the brightness. Sublimation as a rule is always really dark, so I always usually push the saturation up a little bit just to get those rich colours out and to allow it to print as bright as I want it to. Now I have designed them where they are all smashed, and then depending on whose it was, I've then done a little bit that they'd like. So one for David where it's got two controllers side by side, because we do game a lot in this household. I've also got one where this lovely sort of plant's overgrowing outside of the pot, so all of them's got kind of like a smashed effect. Another one where a golf ball has hit the cup and it's shattered. There is quite a few on my husband's side of the family that do golf. I've got one where knitting, socks, that sort of thing has overflowed out of the pot, and the other one is cats pawing, so screeching, which says paws off on it. So what I'm going to do is just get it onto the programs to lighten it back up, then to push it back onto my software for my sublimation printer. So let's get on with it. Separate them off. So what I'm wanting it to be is where the handle is, I want it to fit there. Now I have got this as a general guide. This just allows it to sit in, and because it's got the measuring bits, you can see a bit clearer. Right, so I don't know why it's bleeding a lot. That's not a good sign. The same with that as well. So as you've seen there, I've had to redo the prints. So they all came out very, very, only way to describe it is fuzzy. So I'll bring the testers out that I did. So this is how it tended to look. So it's very fuzzy around there, and even when I printed out the nozzle check, it's still slightly fuzzy. It looked a bit better, but it was fuzzy. The big one was also very fuzzy around edges, so it did have a lot of bleed to it, which I couldn't understand why at the time. And this, and as you can see there and there, I just slightly had to touch it and the ink will go everywhere. I think at one point you did see me looking at the cup because that went. And so I thought last night, why is it doing this? So I got in touch with support. They didn't get back in touch, but while I was thinking about it, I was wondering if it could be the paper. So I do have the cup size paper, and that is, to be honest, what I've been using for a while, and it's just because it's cheaper to get that type of paper than what it is to get a big pack. So I haven't been doing the big pack for a while, but when I printed it out on, now this is small because I had to reduce it down just for a test, to fit on the cup one, it worked absolutely brilliant. So after all that, it wasn't an issue with the printer because I was kind of half expecting to do a complete flush of the system. It wasn't actually that, it was just the paper. So I'm going to order some paper later on, and yeah, so let's get back to work. I've already printed them all out, so it is just a case of doing it really. So let's get on with it. Right, so I'll move my mouse out of the way because that isn't needed. Got my tape back out. I don't need the scissors now, but I shouldn't do because they should fit. I've got my cut clamp because I'll be using the oven to do this. Put that aside. I've got my butcher paper because I'd rather it leak on that than anything else. Cloth just in case. My alcohol rub because that's the only way I got the ink off the other day. Right, so let's get on with these. Da-da-da. Yeah, these always come in handy to get rid of all the little bits. So the cup is for the game overload. So that kind of needs to be there. And then I'm going all the way around. Right, so let's get this cooked. So like I said, this room is a complete and utter mess, but that's for a different section. So I cheat a bit with this bit. I use a bit of thing to try and help me get it out, because I don't know why it doesn't like it. Yeah, this is the right size. Or as near as damn it anyway. So let me get my heat resistant gloves on. And let's get these done. And now that on there too. Right, so as soon as this is heated up, then I can put them straight in, and all of them then are just ready to cook. So it's got a couple of minutes left to do now, but one thing that I was going to tell you is just make sure that if you are doing sublimation, that you have got good ventilation. So at the moment I've actually got the door behind you fully open, just to sort of give it that sort of ventilation. So I always have found as well that it's better if you peel it off while it's still hot, especially with the heat shrink on it. As soon as it goes cold, it is brittle and really hard to get off, where at least when it comes to it being hot, it's still manoeuvrable, so you can still get it off. Another thing as well that I've also found is it's a good sign when you can see the picture going through the paper. So when you look at it, I'll probably show you, because we've got about 30 seconds left, that you can see the picture through the paper where you don't before, other than in extreme lights. Let's take that up if I end up getting stuck to it. So I've got 20 seconds left. So that's what I'm seeing, and that's what I was looking for. Get these out of the way first. Oh, stringy mess. And then I can put these away. So let's get it off. So like I said, it's a lot easier while it's still hot. So everywhere went quite happy really. So the blue things, I'm guessing it's just the plastic off my gloves. we should be able to remove with the alcohol wipes. So that's busted open. We've got pores off. Mist, sorry. Game overload, pretty overgrown. So I'm going to end the video here. If you could like, subscribe, put comments on, I would love to hear the comments. So yeah, I'll see you next week. Bye.